Wow, you guys. Okay, so the Ruby Frankie thing is happening this morning. I don't know what time it's supposed to happen. I don't know if it's going to be sealed. I have no idea. No clue. If well, I imagine that we'll find out like if she gets jail time, right? Or prison. It's going to be prison because jail is where they hold you before you actually get sentenced, right? I think that's how it goes. So anyway, this is like a 2.5 minute clip about what's going to happen this morning. Um, Sorry, I have to kind of watch like when these fucking motorbike kids come by. Um, okay, let's take a look at this.
This morning, a mother who offered strict parenting advice to millions of her followers online is expected to plead guilty to felony child abuse charges. Ruby Franke was arrested over the summer, and her case has gained national attention. Many people are looking for clues of the alleged abuse in Franke's YouTube videos and social media posts. Elise Preston has more on the charges she faces.
Online, mother of six Ruby Franke touted her no-nonsense method to parenting to her 2 million online followers.
Wow.
You have to throw up twice before I come get you.
But
You have to throw up twice. If the school calls me and tells me that you're sick, I can't come pick you up unless you've thrown up twice. Right? Right, Ruby? I can't even imagine being this bad of a parent. Like, I was volunteering in their school. Like, she had all the time in the world. She was a stay-at-home mom. She had a YouTube channel where she was monetized, and she couldn't find the time to volunteer in these kids' schools or to, be like the soccer mom or be the Boy Scout mom. Like, literally, you couldn't do any of that, Ruby. Instead, you were just like totally focused on discipline and torturing your kids. This is so gross, and I really hope justice gets served today because, I worked so hard to give my son, everything he could possibly have as a child, and it makes me so sick to see these kids should have been living a life of privilege, right? Because they had rich parents, they lived in a good neighborhood, they were white, so obviously they had an advantage to begin with, and they were blonde and blue-eyed. I was poor as fuck working my ass off to raise my kid. And to see this shit go, I can't even with you, Ruby. I hope you get locked up for like 15 years at least.
Utah authorities say Franke's tough love approach was actually child abuse. Court documents allege her children had physical injuries, looked severely malnourished, and had duct tape around their extremities.
I absolutely suspect that she will plead guilty to prison time.
CBS News legal analyst Jessica Levinson.
This is not a difference of opinion when it comes to parenting styles. This is about egregious criminal behavior when it comes to minors.
Police arrested Franke this past August. She's since remained behind bars. In a statement, Franke's defense team said since her arrest, she has reset her moral compass and understands the full weight of her actions.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Okay, you literally had kids sleeping on bathroom floors. You had your teenage son sleeping on a beanbag chair for 7 months. You sent him away to one of these camps that tries to change poor gay kids, like convert them, right? I don't think that was the problem per se, that he was being sent in for. I don't know what it was, honestly, because he also accused 12-year-old Russell of being a porn addict. Like, what does that mean? What does that fucking mean? And how did your child get access to that, if that's what you're accusing him of doing? She was starving her kids. She was constantly putting them on video and embarrassing them. They couldn't have friends because everybody made fun of them for the bullshit she was doing. Okay. All right, what else you got?
Police look closer at Franke after her 12-year-old son escaped the home of her business partner and co-host, Jody Hildebrand, where he then ran to a neighbor who called 911. In their statement, Franke's lawyers also sharply pointed the finger at Hildebrand, saying she led Franke astray, accusing her of isolating Franke from her family. Hildebrand also remains in jail facing felony.
Seriously, do you think that anybody fucking gives a shit if you decide to hook up with a bad lover? Because, I mean, that's, I think, where everybody is on this one at this point. You allowed her to separate you from your husband. You were begging to see her and find out what was going on with her when you first got arrested. You're making a 4-hour commute to hang out with this chick. You think we don't have some ideas about what was happening here? I can tell you straight up, there is not a family in this world who's going to be like, oh yes, well, you have no responsibility here because clearly you were just brainwashed by your lover. Okay. I mean, obviously Kevin fell for it too. Like, Kevin, how the hell do you walk? You know what? This is a dude thing. And you dudes need to be better about this. Like, it is not the primary responsibility of mom to be the caregiver for the kids. And if you walk away and let them get abused, that's on you too.
Child abuse charges for her alleged treatment of Franke's children. She has not entered a plea.
Franke's statement indicates that she is helping in the trial against Hildebrand. She is saving herself having to go through a public trial, having people and maybe even her children testify about the level of treatment that she gave them and how they sustained those injuries.
Wait, what? She wants to put her kids in depositions because she's just trying to save her own fucking skin? I'm sorry, you hooked up with that chick. And whatever happened at Jody's house is double, you're both responsible for it. Oh my God.
CBS Mornings, Elise Preston, Los Angeles.
All right.
I don't understand it. I'd like to know the role of the husband. We're not hearing anything about him, and it's such egregious behavior. That's not even parenting, what she was doing.
Incredibly disturbing.
No,
Yeah.
very upsetting.
No doubt about it.
Right?